Hey everybody, Brian Gallagher here, back with our part 2 of our 4-part series on what are the 4 best physical therapy private practice business models. The ideal business models are dependent upon A, you as an owner. What is your purpose? What is your goal? What are your goals? What's your ideal scene? And B, where do you live in the country? Because honestly, if you're in the Pacific Northwest, where many of our clients are averaging about $129 a visit, that's a far cry from upstate New York, where some of our clients are averaging about $58 to $61, and then New Jersey, New York, $71 to $78 a visit. So these are environmental factors that go into influencing your private practice model. But I would say the greatest influential factor is, what is your purpose? What are your goals? And what do you envision for yourself moving forward? There's nothing wrong with being a sole proprietor and creating a high-paying, high-compensating, fully free and autonomous position for yourself in your own business. That's a sole proprietorship. But if you envision on having a business that grows, scales, and then expands to some point where you're treating half time and other people around you are sharing in the workload and contributing to the overall success of the practice and being exchanged with in abundance, then by all means, that's a whole different model, right? So if you're in that category, last week you heard me talk about the insurance model, where 170 million Americans are insured and they're going to want to use their insurance. This week, we're going to talk about the out-of-network model. In certain parts of the country, it is not feasible to contract in-network with certain commercial carriers because the reimbursement's so low, you're not even going to make expenses, let alone a profit for all of your hard work. So in other areas of the country, you just can't get in network. I mean, it's just crazy. They're closed panels. I think Utah is one of the most difficult states in the United States, whereas Arkansas is any willing provider state. So, our healthcare system has some serious problems. Why we can't buy health insurance across state lines like we do car and life and auto, beyond me, right? So I'm not going to get on that soapbox. But let's say you're in one of those difficult areas and you're really thinking about going out of network. If you're going to go out of network, you're going to want to do 3 main things to be successful. The first and foremost is you must have a professional enhancement system that is ongoing every single month, every month for your entire team and your entire staff. If you're not investing in them, keeping them out in front of the problems, challenges, barriers that you're going to run up against, they're going to become the effect of trying to communicate what it is that you do inside your practice as to why somebody shouldn't exercise the use of their insurance policy and they should go out of network with you. Now, it's not like their insurance isn't paying. It is, but they're paying too, right? They're paying a bit different than their in-network benefits. So here's the message your front desk has to send. We were forced, due to the tremendously low reimbursement provided in network, we were forced to go out of network in order to stay committed to our high quality of care, to our high caliber of services being provided. It was unaffordable to us to provide that level of care and services to our patients, accepting the in-network reimbursement rates. It would have meant we would have to double or triple up patients in order to make our bills, in order to make it viable for us in practice. Now, of course, they're not going to use those words, but you got to get it across that we did this for you. We're out of network for you because you deserve better. You have out of network benefits. It's not like you're not getting benefits. The benefits are just different. And so we're going to work with you to get you in and have you have that experience. All we ask is you come in and do the evaluation. If you don't immediately feel and sense the difference here, the quality of care, the sense of calmness, the sense of high level of comprehension and competence within our staff, then by all means, I wouldn't expect you to come back. But I think you're going to feel that you're going to get far greater success in your physical therapy plan of care. Here, you're going to get better quicker, and you're going to have a more comprehensive, well-rounded knowledge of what your condition is and how to prevent it for the future by going out of network and seeing our platinum level care providers. So your front desk has to be very skilled at doing that, because the best clients we have are keeping about 6 out of 10 phone calls. That's about the number. They lose about 4 out of 10. And if you're up over that, you're doing fantastic. You're doing tremendously well. But you're not going to do it if you're not role playing, coaching, and drilling at the front desk. If you're going out of network, again, because you can't get in network or because in network is so low in reimbursement, your therapists have to up their game. They have to be in the top 10% of physical therapy providers. They need to know how to build a rapport with the patient in the first 10 minutes of meeting them. They need to know how to exchange an abundance with that patient, talk about optimum health, talk about wellness, talk about your aftercare program, so that they're moving on into a cash-based service after they're being discharged from their physical therapy. Ensure that they're communicating with them through a PT order slip, potentially, that we're going to get you better and fewer visits than if you were to go down the street and network. They have to make the distinction that this practice is different, because to the overwhelming majority of people, different means better. In their mind, different has an equal sign to better on the other side. So make sure you face this up front. You're bold about it. You're like, that's right, we're out of network. And yes, it may be a little bit more out of your pocket, but honestly, you're going to have less interruption in your life. You're going to get better, quicker. Our plan of cares are more comprehensive, and we have more services that you can't get in a traditional in-network provider. If you're communicating all that both to the front desk staff, and to your clinical staff on the back end, then you're going to be able to collect over the counter and bill for those out-of-network benefits. And now your last group that you have to focus on is your billing team. Meg Billing Solutions is very equipped at this, because we know a lot of those out-of-network providers do not want to pay that increased out-of-network reimbursement per visit, and they will just default to sending you in-network payments. If your biller's not sharp, if they're not paying attention, they're going to be posting those payments, and they're not right. You're not in network, and you should not be collecting that in-network amount. So when you're out-of-network, know what your out-of-network fees are, fee schedule is, and what the EOB is actually telling you, and reconcile that to make sure you're getting paid what you deserve. So that's my message for all of you guys who are looking to go out of network. I think it's a wonderful thing to do. I think you should definitely get into that if you're in a particular area where it makes sense. And of course, please click the like button. That is the best gift you can give me. I'm very fortunate and grateful for the fact that you're spending time to listen to me on my podcast, as well as watch me here on our YouTube channel. And I hope to give you more than you ever expected in value each and every time. If I can be of any greater assistance or help, please write in the comments below. Let us know what you're thinking, what you want to hear about. I will be doing content on it, because I need to give you the tools that you need to be a screaming success in your professional and personal life. So that's it, everybody. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Next week, we're going to be talking about the cash-based model. So that'll be part 3. So stay tuned, and let's go out and do that and start every day expecting to do well.